Hey guys, Alex here with two wrestling IPPV reviews. I'm going to try to get through them pretty fast because they're both pretty old shows. First up is Chikara, Under the Hood. This is their Season 11 finale, and it was a good show. Definitely not the best Chikara IPPV review, but still worth checking out. First match, 3.0 F.I.S.T. Very good match. Both teams worked very well together, I think, and just a really fun way to start the show. Hatfield versus Icarus. This was a good match. I think it had its purpose on there. I think this is one match I was kind of surprised to be put on the show, but it had its storyline element, and like the ending really gave it a purpose for being on the show, and I like that a lot. Then we had assailANT, deviANT, the Shard, and Jigsaw taking on FireANT, GreenANT, assailANT, and Mike Quackenbush in a 4-on-4 match. This was very good. I really enjoyed this a lot. I really enjoyed the elements of like all these recent turns coming together and like really having kind of a conclusion almost. And I think it was a really great wrestling match, and just the storylines of like these three individuals, Jigsaw, assailANT, and assailANT, who like kind of been forced into either like turning or teaming up with different people they want to. I think really fit well in this match. Although I think assailANT's kind of getting the butt of the storyline, where he's just kind of being pushed to the side and not getting a lot of attention. So hopefully they fix that next season. Then we had the Young Lions Cup match between Mr. Touchdown and ACH. Very good match. Not nearly as good as their match they had in the finals of the Young Lions Cup tournament, but they didn't get nearly enough time, and I think they were just going for something a little different here. Good match. Didn't like the finish too much, just because it was a typical heel finish. And but still really solid. I'd love to see ACH more in Chikara. And the aftermatch segment with the Mysterious and Handsome Stranger was very entertaining. Los Angeles versus Devastation Corporation squash match. Didn't really need to be there, but whatever. The Batiri, Delirious, Kobald, Obariyon, Kodama, and Ophidian taking on Spectral, Envoy, UltraMantis Black, Crossbones, Hallowicked, Frightmare, and Blind Rage was a very good 5-on-5 match, just an absolute brawl and just fantastic job. Probably the match of the night. Just really great job of like giving the storyline something big and giving a really explosive conclusion for the season. Hopefully this is definitely not the last of it, but I think they did a nice job of bringing in like Blind Rage and Crossbones did very well here, I think, and Delirious in the ring was awesome. The final like back and forth between him and Mantis at the end was fantastic, and I just cannot wait to see those guys in a one-on-one match. Hopefully they give it on an IPPV, because I think they'd be spectacular. But very good. And also Amas's return was cool, although I think they could have done it better, but we'll see where that goes. The Campeonatos de Parejas match between Young Bucks and the 1-2-3 Kid and Marty Jannetty. Decent match. I think it just dragged on way too long. Didn't need to go 3 falls. Jannetty was pretty botchy just because of like how bad his ankles are messed up at this point in his career, and yeah, it just dragged on way too long and really killed the crowd. There were some good spots though, but the crowd just really didn't care for this match. And the main event, for the Grand Championship between Kingston and Donst. Very good match, I think, or really good match. It lacked something special. Like, I don't know what it was. I don't think the drama of a championship match was in this. I don't know what it was, but it didn't click well with the audience or something. And also I just think that Donst isn't ready to be a main eventer in Chikara, but maybe one day. But this match was good. It didn't have that same drama of other Kingston title matches. All in all, though, I'll give the show a 7.75 out of 10, and I would definitely recommend you to check it out if you're a Chikara fan. And let's get it. I'll try to get this one in. Final Battle 2012, which will be Ring of Honor's final show of the year. Very good show. I think it got a lot of buzz going in because of the card, and I think for the most part it succeeded. At least the match that I think a lot of people expected to be good. But first match, Roderick Strong and Elgin. Very fun match. Really got the crowd going. Elgin and Strong worked very well together. Some great back and forths. And the ending was awesome. I didn't like Strong winning, but it worked, so we'll give it that. Rhino and Lethal, this was a decent match. No real story, and just really too short for there to be one. Korean on the match Korean on commentary was funny though, so, and he kind of gave it a kind of a purpose, but it didn't really need to be on pay-per-view, I think. R.D. Evans versus Prince Nana. Funny match, and very impressed with how both guys looked and how well they worked. But the ending was really flat though, so kind of a buzzkill. The New York Street Fight between Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team versus B.J. Whitmer and Brett Titus. Great brawl, a lot of spots. Crowd was really into it, really hyped for it. Ending with B.J. Whitmer going to the table was absolutely shocking, and just glad B.J.'s alright and not crippled. But yeah, really great. Mike Bennett versus Jerry Lynn, good match. Wish it had more time, but it was still fun. And Jerry Lynn showed that he can still wrestle, and Mike Bennett got a big win, so it did its purpose, I think. Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly versus the reunited American Wolves. Just awesome match from beginning to end. I loved it so much, especially just seeing the Wolves back together. So much fun to see these guys go at it as a tag team again. Last 5 to 7 minutes were just amazing with the back and forth. If it gave me maybe 2 more minutes, I would have given it 4 stars, but I'll give it 3 3/4 just for how much fun it was to watch. Matt Hardy versus Adam Cole, good match. The two worked pretty well together, it seemed. Hardy just kept doing the same fucking moves though, over and over again, and just got old. But Cole carried him pretty well, and I think Matt Hardy was able to tell a decent story and give him some kind of, pop for when give Adam Cole some kind of sympathy from the crowd, I guess. Ending was really kind of eh. The three-way sudden death match for the ROH tag titles between Steve Corino and Jimmy Jacobs versus Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander and the Briscoes. Fun, action-packed match, but it was way too short, especially for an important match like this. And they just tried to do too much at once. Like Caprice Coleman and Cedric Alexander could have been looking good here and could have given them some momentum, but they just didn't really do much. And Corino and Jacobs, their whole heel tactics just seemed rushed and unnecessary, but whatever. And just really a tragedy that this match was so short. And the last match, the Ladder War 4 for the ROH World Title, just pure and simple amazing. I mean, Steen and Generico in the ring together is just spectacular, and right now I don't think there's any feud that matches up to these guys in wrestling right now. Storyline was great. I think their ladder match at PWG had better spots, but the finishing sequence of this match is the sickest spot I've seen in a ladder match in my entire life. Steen winning was kind of disappointing because I was expecting El Generico to win, but I'll take it, and spectacular match is really another great part of their legendary feud, I'll say, and definitely one to check out for sure. This won a great ladder match that will go down in history. All in all, though, I'll give the final battle an 8.25 out of 10. Good show, definitely worth checking out, and Ring of Honor looking good going into 2013, as is Chikara. So that's enough for now. Recommend both shows. Definitely check them out for sure, and take care. Bye.